All right, here we go with the former UFC title challenger, Iron Michael Chandler. Daniel, you guys go way back. Obviously, we can talk about the athletic credentials. Some, though, have questioned his fight IQ in some of his big fights in the UFC.
Well, it seems like he wants to fight the fun fight,
right,
opposed to the fight that would seem to make sense to him. But let me tell you something, I'm not complaining. I enjoy every Michael Chandler fight. I enjoy watching this guy go out there and fight on his shield. He has A-plus skills across the board, and let's see how he applies them to the fight tonight.
And even in losses against high-level competition, he has had big moments. You do get the sense that Michael Chandler may always be just one win away from that elusive shot at the title yet again. Michael Chandler steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. From the favelas of Brazil to global superstar status, enter the former UFC lightweight champion and the most decorated finisher in UFC history. One of your favorites, Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira.
Javi and John, you saw the smile just come across my face when you start to talk about it. This guy's fun. Very few guys bring out that emotion. Justin Gaethje and Charlie Olive. Those are the ones for me that feel like they bring that emotion out of me. Like, I know this will be fun. To see this guy rise from where he was, not only in his career, but in his life, to become the champion of the world, it was amazing to watch. And for the time that he was the champ, what a ride, man. We had fun calling Oliveira fights. Let's see if he can start another run towards the championship.
Yeah, big challenge for him here tonight, but I do get emotional thinking about where he came from and where he is right now, right? Nicknamed Du Bronx, the ghetto, and he emerged out of it to change his life forever. We'll see how it goes for Charles Oliveira tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Iron Michael Chandler. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC lightweight champion, Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so here we go, Madison Square Garden. This arena, not synonymous with winning when it comes to the NBA's New York Knicks, but certainly there have been a lot of big UFC moments here over the last few.
No championship for the Knicks, but when we fight here, somebody gets to take home a beautiful gold belt. Tonight, let's... He needs to get on the bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. Oh, separation from the clinch.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. All right, so there's that power right from Michael Chandler. He talked a lot about mixing it up this week, but that right hand is his weapon of choice, and he found the button early.
It is his weapon of choice, and I think a lot of his success is based on the fact that he's such a high-level wrestler. So when he level changes, people tend to drop their hands, and Chandler drops that big right hand on him. I think this is one of the best athletes in the entire UFC.
Oh, single collar tie here. Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Oliveira.
Let's pressure forward and get the takedown now.
Well, that left hand is...
Guillotine jump.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC.
Chandler.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Making all these shots count. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
Chandler's eye now closing up. Good work from the top here by Oliveira. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Just over 2 minutes to go in the round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Oliveira.
Another strike lands to that swollen area. The in swell would come in handy right now.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Come on now. You gotta get him back in the guard.
He's got to start throwing now.
Hey, you gotta get off your back. You gotta get off your back.
Chandler's in half guard.
Let's go. Push. Get free.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Oliveira's back in north-south.
Big ground and pound.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Oliveira. Oh, another strike lands from the top. Close guard.
Great submission defense on display tonight. He passed the half guard.
All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. Chandler's eye is now swollen shut. They could actually stop this fight right now, given how bad it is. Clearly the referee keeping a close eye on the fight.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. It's work.
Second round, straight ahead.
Stop.
All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And Chandler's eye may not recover, folks. You can see the visible damage. It is nearly completely swollen shut at this point in time. Referee is watching things closely. I wouldn't be surprised, candidly, if the doctor stops the fight here between rounds. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that previous round.
Well, him just not really paying attention on the defensive side has made his opponent look like an absolute world beater. He's a good fighter, but he has never looked this good. And that is partly because his opponent is not defending.
Round two here. Oh, huge right hand from Michael Chandler yet again, and not unlike the one he landed on Dean Hooker's nose.
I mean, Michael Chandler is a beast. He's one of the best athletes we have in the UFC. He works extremely hard, and he's one of those guys that you just want to root for. He's got great power, but don't forget about that wrestling background that allows Chandler to get those hands to drop, thinking that you're going to take him down and then up over the top, that overhand right lands.
Oh, and he locks up a triangle. That looks tight, DC.
It's very tight. And now he's just got to start passing the arm across, pull it down.
Oh, he's out. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulder.
I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety.
Oh, excellent pressure here from top position by Oliveira. Oh, that rear naked choke attempt is tight.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, we know you fans out there generally don't like premature stoppages, but I'm not sure this would be premature. I mean, his face is essentially shut closed at this point in the fight.
He's just been beat up. He's been outclassed. He's been outworked. He's been outsmarted. His opponent has just been better. He's been better in every aspect of fighting, and it's showing in all the swelling that is on his face.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patty. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Oliveira.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent.
Great submission defense.
Oliveira's back in full mount. Just over 2 minutes to go. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut.
Scramble. Pummel out. Get yourself.
What submission is going to be? Oh, I think he's going for an arm triangle. He needs to push the left arm across and secure it with his head.
All right, so he lets go of the submission now.
He let go because he saw that he was going to lose his position. You've got to maintain dominant position when you're in a fight.
Drop it down.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Great shot from the top position.
Oh, man, every time he lands, it's right on that cut. That is going to have a profound impact on him moving forward. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Well, landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Oliveira. All right, this position now what we call the north-south. If you're the bottom fighter, what are you trying to do to get out of harm's way?
Man, it's tough on the bottom. It's very tough because everything hurts, right? It doesn't matter that they're not completely driving the shoulder in. It just, everything hurts. So you wait for your opponent to go to his next action. And when he does, you go and attack the hands. You get to your knees and you attack the hands with both hands and try to peel the lock so you can get to your feet.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC.
Good round.
All right, that's the round. Chandler's eye is in real trouble, folks. That does not look good. I wouldn't be at all surprised to see the ringside physician be called on here. He might even stop the fight. We'll see.
We expected this type of fight. We trained for this. We're bloody.
All right, back to the stools we go. Offensively, a lot to like from him, but on defense, he hasn't been able to stop anything tonight.
Yeah, it's got to be the whole game, though, John. He's got to be willing and able to do everything. He's done a good job on the offensive side, but he has not defended well, and now he's dealing with that nasty cut. That cut is going to be an issue as the fight goes forward. He's got to change something.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body, and those shots are going to count. Swing and a big miss by Chandler.
in the engagement there.
Able to land a looping right.
Another nasty punch lands.
Oliveira doing the right things defensively.
Relax, relax. Keep your hands up for me now.
And just misses with that big right hand. Chandler's body really getting bruised up on that right side right now. Gotta figure out a way to lower the guard.
I want to see that straight.
Nice punch to the head. If this guy doesn't move his head, his night is about to end.
Chandler's in half guard now. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out. Our guys start to attack triangle.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Oh, another ground strike gets through. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Lands the grounded pound strike here. Oh, his grounded pound is on full display here tonight. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Really using his physicality to his advantage now.
He lifted up the neck and snuck his arm underneath to try to get a choke. That Darce choke is tight.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out!
Always offensive. Lands a shot from the bottom.
Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Rubber guard for him now, DC. Some people believe this is nothing more than a stall tactic. What do you think the offensive fighter is trying to do?
He needs to regain his posture, right? He needs to shove that foot down around his neck, shove it down, build your base, get that arm free, and then get back to work trying to advance position to your ground and pound.
Right.
If you play in there, you can find yourself in a lot of danger if you're not careful.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Get yourself in a good position, a better position.
He's got to be careful here. He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish his technique.
Working out an Ezekiel choke, and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Well, it's a bloody Saturday, folks. He's really starting to leak out of that eye area, Daniel.
Well, he's leaking, John. He's wide open. The eyes are beat up. The guy's taking a beating, and the blood has to be affecting his vision at this point.
Final seconds of round 3. Posture's up. Ooh, and he lands a brutal strike to the head. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, heading back to the corner now, and we will keep a close eye on things. Chandler's eye is wearing it, folks. Visible damage. Now looks like it might even be completely shut, so we'll see if the cut man can do anything about it, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the doctor stop this fight here between rounds. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defense.
We have arrived at the 4th round fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Charles Oliveira with one of the greatest knockouts you will see.
Oh, my goodness.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 16 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by knockout, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
All right, you heard it there from Buff Charles Oliveira, your winner by knockout, as yet another elite lightweight crumbles in his wake.
Charles Oliveira is a doll. I mean,